Hey, everybody, we're going to go a little bit deeper today into some work from A Course in Miracles, but also from this idea of being one. So, before I keep going, I want to say a quick note of thank you to everybody who's sending me notes, making comments on the meditations. They really help. We did giving and receiving a few weeks ago. That's my receiving, and I receive your love every day. So, thank you. I'm also playing with the idea of doing a live meditation, which might be longer, and I'll let you know when that is, maybe once a week, just to play, try something different. Somebody emailed me this morning, and again, I thank you for your message, saying that, she started this challenge, and she mentioned that she thinks it's 30 days would be wrapping up today or tomorrow. It's not. I don't know how long it is. I initially received the message of 6 months. I don't know if that's how long I'm going to do it, but my guides will tell me when to stop. But as far as I know, it's keep going. So that's the admin stuff. Let's get started. So today we're going to be talking a little or a lot about this concept of, remember we talked a few days ago that there's two energies. There's your personality and then your divine self. And A Course in Miracles teaches us that in order to heal anything, you actually can't see it as two. You have to see it as one. It's forgiving this, not that you have to forgive yourself for being alive. It's not that. It's that this part of you always, like the personality side, always holds fear and guilt and anger and worry, resentment. And we also hold love. When we're in truly holding the emotion of love and joy, where time stops, we essentially merge with that energy. Now, theoretically and technically, there is no place where you stop and the divine begins. But I try to talk this way so it makes sense to our logical thinking brains. But today we're going to be working on the fact that the thought that it's not that it's bad, wrong, or personality, but there's nothing wrong with us. We never did anything wrong. And this concept of atonement, I told you this is going to be deep today. Atonement is this word from, I think it's from the Bible. And the word literally root is at one with me. And the concept of the atonement is that this, and we've done it a few times in meditation. You can go up to your divine, your Holy Spirit, to use the word from A Course in Miracles, your guides, your God self. You can go up to them and ask for forgiveness for ever thinking that you were wrong or not enough. We've done that. And when you give that up and receive love, that's atonement. Because you're becoming at one with me. See how it works? Right. Go ahead and close your eyes. It's going to be a bit deep. So if I lose you, don't worry about it. This is one I think that you might return to many times. With your eyes closed, settle into that deep, slow breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Belly rises and belly falls. With your eyes closed, just allow your body to become stiller. Allow your mind to get stiller. Allow your breath to become one. And just breathe. As you do this, you're starting to notice that there's nowhere to go to. There's no bus to catch. There's no plane to catch. There's just right now. So over the next few moments, I want you to use any technique that I've taught you, or maybe you know on your own, to just breathe and get silent. And I'll return in a few moments, but I want you to just breathe and get silent. Maybe practicing the clouds trick. Maybe the pranayama breathing, inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5, whatever technique you want. That technique we did a few days ago, eyes to the third eye. You choose and breathe. Deeper, slower, longer breaths. Imagine, sense, see, or feel now that your wise guide is present. We met our wise guides a few days ago. Allow that presence to get closer to you. Some of you saw your wise guide. You may have felt them. You may just know they're there. And again, your mind might actually think you're making it up, and that's okay. Just breathe. Slow, deep breaths. I invite you to work with that third eye a bit more. Remember, a few classes ago, we brought our focus to that space between the eyebrows. And just for the next 5 or 10 breaths, bring all your focus there. You may feel it as a pulsating, as a pressure, as a tingling. Just breathe and focus on that space. Now, with your wise guide close to you, maybe you're feeling something in your third eye or not, doesn't make a difference. Just go into that deep, slow belly breathing that you're practicing so beautifully. Wherever you're sitting, if you're able to, can you lean back into your support? Can you realize that there's nowhere that this divine energy stops and you start? Any thoughts that say you're not enough, you have to prove your worth, you aren't pretty enough, you're not thin enough, that's all practice of atonement. Imagining now that you're in that temple and whoever's standing behind there, Muhammad, Jesus, Christ, Buddha, whatever energy you believe in, or it could just be the energy of love, it doesn't matter. The energy of love is the truth behind the altar. And they are ready to dissolve the idea that you're not enough. So you can take back love. As you sink into your chair of support, let's practice this atonement, not seeing ourselves as separate, seeing ourselves as one with the divine. There is no place where the divine stops and you begin. And just breathe as you lean back into the chair, giving up, atoning what you don't need or want anymore, and receiving back love. I'll ask you to do this with slow, deep breaths for the next 10, 20, 50 breaths. And even if you don't think anything is happening, trust me, something is magical. slower, deeper, calmer breaths as you sink back. What more can you release? What more can you release? What more you can let go of fears? What do you think of letting go of any fears that may be defensive walls? Maybe you're afraid of this or afraid of that. And you put up walls in your life. How do you feel about giving that one up? And just keep breathing. And every time you release a fear, I invite you to sink back into the chair and say to yourself, I am becoming at one with me. I am becoming at one with my truth. I am becoming at one with my infinite love, infinite power, infinite worth. The divine and I are one. And just keep breathing. This energy wants to love you. This energy wants to embrace you. This energy wants to cradle you. This energy wants to hug you. They know how hard it is to be on this planet Earth. And they want to literally take away all that pain so you can become at one with your truth, at one with me. No gap between your you stop and the divine begins. Creating any visual that works for you. Seeing the two parallel lines I speak about and having them merge. But what really happens when they merge is the fear transmutes to love. And that's when you become a realized soul. That's when you become a divine master. That's when you become who you stepped on the planet to be. That's where all of the stories, all of the wounding, all the family dynamics, all of that pain dissolves. And just keep that slow breathing going. Noticing if you're yawning, noticing maybe if this is a harder meditation for you. That's fantastic. That just shows us that there's some resistance, which is beautiful. Fall back into your breathing. Fall back into your chair. I am becoming at one with me. Now, before we wrap this meditation, I want you to ask yourself one or two more questions. Is there any other fear that I'm ready to release? Any other baggage that I've been holding on to? Any other wall that is ready to crumble? And every time you do this meditation, a new one will come up, and it's time to release it. Taking about 5 or 10 deep breaths as you do this. Now you know I'm going to say this. Stay here longer, please. As you release that guilt, that anger, and an atonement, release it, forgive it, it's gone. The divine, how do I say this? I'm going to describe it the best as I can. There's actually an expression, but it's not coming to my mind right now. This is something like the cards are stacked in the favor of the divine. Well, that is how the expression. What that means is You and I were in Las Vegas, and they talk about the cards are stacked in the favor of the house or the hotel. In this case, the cards are stacked in favor of your divine, your God self. That part wants to win, and they will. All you have to do is surrender. Release the fear, release the guilt, release the anger, release the worry. And then you are free. So you know the homework for today. Go through your day, see what there is to release, and keep merging with your true self. Thank you again. I love each and every one of you. And I'll let you know when and if, but it's probably more likely when I do a host a live meditation. I think it'll be really fun. We'll dive in a little bit longer, so I'll warn you. And I'll record it for those of you who want to watch the recording. But it's just something to play with, maybe a bit different. All right. Lots of love. Namaste. Ciao.